Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 7. The chapter which we are related with is final account, which includes trading profit loss account and balance sheet. Initially, we will see what elements would be included in our question following trial balance. Okay. And we are going to see our requirements. Let's come over here. We are in need to prepare trading and profit loss account and balance sheet. Look, there are how many and you are using. Trading, that means direct expense and income, gross profit. Profit and loss account means net profit and balance sheet. It means it's a complete question. This was your previous question and I haven't erased it. Please give me a little moment. I'm going to erase it. Okay. So like in previous question, what you have done, you have created direct expense, direct income part, that means trading, indirect expense, indirect income, that means profit and loss, and then you have created your balance sheet as well. In the similar way, in this question, we are going to make these three different parts as well. All right. Now introduction has been completed. Let's start our question. Drawings 3750. Drawings, as you know, it's just opposite to your capital. What you will do in fixed liabilities, you will write capital over here. Then you will add net profit. Then you will less your drawings because drawings are exactly opposite to your capital. Let's see how much how much amount is 3750. So in inner column you are going to write 3750. Next is cash. Cash is your asset 22,500. Here we are going to make our portion of current assets. This portion is for fixed liabilities. In current assets, we are going to put cash. Let me write again. How much amount of cash was 22,500. Post in front of cash 22,500. The next is goodwill. Goodwill again is favorable thing, is asset 6,500, but we will post over here because goodwill is your fixed asset. Goodwill 6500, and you are going to make heading as well. This portion is for fixed assets. Let's move. Purchase 28500 is direct expense. You will come over here in second line. Purchase. Let's see, the amount of purchase is 28500. Write down in inner column 28500. Why we have written in inner column? Because we will wait for the returns. After purchase we have stock. Now you will have to decide whether it is opening or closing. Since it's 1st January, so it's an opening stock. So you will go to trading account. The first element of trading account as usual would be opening stock. Let's see how much amount of opening stock. 24250. 24250 you will write over here. Next is building. Building is your fixed asset. Come over here and write down building. Let's see how much amount. 24,000. Okay. After building we have freight, which is direct expense. One line difference. Here you will write freight. The amount of freight was 250. Write down over here. After freight we have debtors. Debtors are current asset. Will come over here. Let's see how much amount. 15,000. Post 15,000 over here. The next step is trade expense. It is indirect expense. Come over here. Trade expense. Let me correct. It is trade expense only. And now we will see the amount of trade expense is 7,000. Just put 7,000 over here. The next step is sales return. Okay, good. We have got the sales return. At direct income side, we will see how much sales, and then you will write returns. Amount of return is present, and that is 500. You will write at inner column. Why? Because these returns would be subtracted from amount of sales. Let's go forward. Bank overdraft. In rectification chapter, we have already understood overdraft is small loan, which is liability. So you will go to current liability side and you will write over here overdraft. How much amount of overdraft was 12,500. Put 12,500 over here. Alright, after overdraft we have got our sales, which is direct income. Here you are going to write the amount of sale which we have already mentioned. 65500 is the amount, and here you will write 65500. Alright, and after sales we have got capital 46250, which we have already mentioned. Here you will write 46250. Alright guys, we have now got purchase return 750. We have already mentioned over here 750 was written out, and after returns we have bill payable. This is your bill payable, again current liability. You will come over here, we'll write bills payable, and we have eaten this overdraft tea. How much amount of overdraft bill payable is 7250. Just write down over here 7250. Okay guys, now we will see what else is left. Okay, everything has been completed. Last item was bill payable, and that has already been mentioned. So guys, it is requested to please follow these steps. What actually we have done, all elements which were present in our question, we have just placed them according to their required and position, according to their relevant position. We have posted out. It's time to start our calculation. First, this portion would be completed, and we are going to see net purchases 28500, and you will be very careful while writing the amount. 28500, 750 are the returns. So we have got net purchases, similarly net sales, and we can easily know 65,500. When you will subtract 500, you will get 65,000. One more thing, you can see closing stock is available after the question, so it would come for two times. Closing stock, first place we have left its place. Closing stock. How much? 5,000. Put 5,000 over here. In the similar way, you will go to the current asset side, and here you are going to write closing stock as well. How much it is? 5,000. Put. Now, are returns subtracted from sales? Return out subtracted from purchase. Everything is completed. We are now open to calculate our gross profit. First step is to take sum of both sides. Here at credit side, we do have two amounts selected, and now we are going to take sum of direct expenses. They are also calculated. These are two sum. For the time being, we have written over here. This is just rough working. You will have to remove it later on. Now choose the larger sum, which is 70,000. So you are going to write 70,000 on debit side, and same amount you are going to post on credit side. Second step is to choose smaller side. This is smaller side, and since your income is more than your expense, so this would be considered as your gross profit. And how you will calculate gross profit? You will subtract smaller sum from the larger sum 70,000, and you will subtract smaller sum, which is 52250. 52250. All right, guys. So we have got, look at here, 17750, 17750 gross profit. It means first answer has been completed. Now next step is to brought this gross profit to the opposite side, and you will write 17750. Since our gross profit has been calculated, these totals are now not required to be written over here because it was a rough work. Just erase them. Now next step is to calculate our net profit, and there is only one expense. It's quite surprising. There is only one expense over here, and it means these are total as well. So first step has already been completed. Now see the larger sum. Credit side 17, debit side 7. So larger sum is 17750, and you are going to write larger sum on total both sides. Then you will choose the smaller side, which is this debit side, showing that your income profit means income is 17 while expense was only 7. Again, it's a profit, so you will name it as your net profit. How you will calculate? You will subtract smaller side from the larger side. Larger was 177 and smaller was 7,000. So we have got our net profit 10,750, and answer you can see is 10,750. Next step is to brought this net profit downward, but since there is no space at downward, you will go over here, and we have already saved some space for net profit, which is 10,750. Let it align as well. We are going to take this amount little away. Alright guys, everything has been written accordingly, and next step is to calculate all these things. Look at here. You have to add net profit with capital, and you will subtract drawings. So what we are going to do, 46250, yes. Then you will add 10750, okay. And then you will subtract 3750. We have got this amount, final answer, and now we are going to calculate total of liability side, including current and fixed liabilities. you will simply take sum of all the amounts present over here. Three amounts are there. So we have got, look at here, balance sheet answer is 73,000 and our liability side is correctly calculated and amount is matched with the answer. Now it's time to see second answer. Again, you will take sum of asset side. Five amounts were present, you have taken sum, and look how good it is to get your answer exactly equalized. In exam you will see that if your balance sheet has equal answer, it means everything was posted on the right place. So here is your question. I'm sure that you people have understood how to solve for profit and loss and balance sheet. Question has been completed, but please, I am going to request you to repeat and revise this question for more than 2-3 times. After revising, if you feel anything difficult, you are very open to share your problem through text, comments, or you can directly meet to share your questions. I will humbly be trying my best to answer your questions instantly. For the time being, we are leaving. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.